Today I'm going to be building a house, but each room is a different age. And this wheel is going to be deciding which room gets each age. So for example, if we got a bedroom for a 70-year-old, it would have old granny glasses, old granny armchair. Whereas if it was for a 3-year-old, it would be more of a nursery. And it's all going to be built in this beautiful bungalow behind me. Okie dokie, guys. So I think most importantly, I need to show you guys the layout of the house. So as you can see, it's a total of 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, then a kitchen, dining, and a lounge. So I think I actually want to start with the lounge room, weirdly enough. And I've literally added no wall trims, no color. Everything is going to depend on the age. An old granny lounge is going to be quite monotone, whereas a toddler lounge is going to be all purple. So let's see what age we get. 100-year-old. So we need to build a 100-year-old living room. So it was basically the Victorian era 100 years ago, 120. Let's look up 100-year-old Victorian living room. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I was afraid of. Thank heavens that pictures were in black and white, because this poor woman has passed out from how ugly the room is. No, do you know what? We can make this work. But as you can see, not all Victorian rooms were bad. This one's actually really delicious. So we all know back in the day, they were a sucker for panels. They would literally be popping these absolutely everywhere. And everything was very grand. So we're going to use the crown molding, because what is more grand than the crown? Now, I did just place some temporary windows in here, and honestly, I think they look pretty good. It's not like we're going to need any space on the wall for TVs. Now, I really did actually quite like the greeny color that we had going on in that inspiration picture. So I think we're going to go for some green tiles. Oh my gosh. Queen Vicky would be so proud of us, guys. Actually, she probably wouldn't. She'd be like, what the hell is Roblox? Imagine showing a Victorian, like, a phone. They would actually probably, like, have a heart attack. Now, if we go into the all category, which is actually my favorite one because it's just so easy, and look up Victorian. Oh, there's a lot of options, actually. We're going to use this light, and I'm actually going to show you a really sick building hack, okay? So it involves a decal, and it only actually has to be a one-sided one, but I'm going to get a two-sided one just in case. And then you're going to need a transparent basic shape. You're going to resize that to be tinsy wincy wincy. And you're just going to look up fancy circle PNG. Do not ask me why all this anime is here. I do not know.
Bombastic side eye.
And as expected, it's going to come up with a lot of different circles. And make sure to wait to see if it goes HD. Because if not, get rid. Now, the final step of this, you've probably guessed, is you pop that onto the transparent decal. And then you are going to flip it over to be upside down. It goes up into the ceiling. And as you can see, it's a very, very small detail, but one I just absolutely love. And let me know in the comments, are any of you guys interested in history like me? I absolutely flipping love history, mate. It actually gets my grooves going. And also, I personally actually think it could look better if we make all of the tiles like a plank. I just feel like in the old days, it was less about bright colors, more about being all dull and just boring. So I've spent about 10 minutes now just jibber-jabbering on about my plans. Why don't I actually get started building them? I think our fancy sofa is gonna go here. And then just opposite, we're gonna have like some little chairs like this. Now this low-key looks a little bit like my grandma's lounge room. She is such a fancy lady, guys. When people turn age 70, they just suddenly become so posh, don't they?
It's a beautiful summer's day. The breeze is stupendous.
I actually might swap this one out just for a regular sofa. Oopsie. And if we got like 70-year-old for this living room, it would probably look something like this. Because we got a 100-year-old, it has to look really, really dated. Hence all of the Victorian furniture. These musty old frilly lamp that flipping Henry VIII wiped his bum with. God, there's not actually that much room, is there? Oh, jeez, Louise.
12 seconds later.
Okay, it turns out there is actually a little bit of room back here. And the reason that I've used such a big table is because grannies always have so many like family paintings and pictures in their houses, don't they? Like next time you go to your grandma or grandpa's house, guys, look around, okay? Look and you'll see loads and loads of family pictures. Now is really for those small, refined details. I have a pair of reading glasses, and then underneath the coffee table, I'm gonna put a bunch of scrapbooks. And that's actually inspired from my grandma, who has like all her photo albums underneath the coffee table. So I don't really even need to explain how to get a custom custom carpet in because we basically showed it with that light fixture, didn't we?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And I feel like that was really what the space needed to come together. So next up, I kind of want to do a bedroom, and I'm going to do this bedroom at the front. And honestly, I don't really have a preference for this. So, oh, I didn't even press spin then. It just did it. It's going backwards. Oh, 10. Okay, that is the most horrifying room I've ever seen. This is more what I was looking for, those classic Pinterest rooms. When you're 10, what age is that? Okay, you're just actually about to start secondary school. I don't know how it is in America, but in England, when you're 10 years old, you are literally just starting what is called secondary school. And you go there from ages 11 to 16. So really, we're going to need to be adding things like school desks, all that kind of stuff actually, because you're obviously going to need it. So I'm sorry, when you're at primary school, which in England is age 7 to 10 or something, like you ain't doing work. You're literally just doing colouring, painting, all of these fun, awesome things. Like, you're not really doing any proper work, like, let's be honest with you, and take advantage of that, guys. And I'm trying to make it not too big because I thought how we could be space efficient is each side we could have a closet. And this challenge is actually going to be really good for me because if you watch the channel a lot, you will know I actually rarely do kids' bedrooms and things. And I feel like we've gone for quite a fancy style house. So we're going to use traditional doors. But once we place in these closets, it should be looking pretty awesome already. So next up, I kind of want to add, once again, more decals. Why am I adding so many decals today? I literally never do this. Like having some cute clouds on your wall. That is cute, okay? No one's gonna mind having that at 10. And you might even still have teddies. I still have 3 teddy bears on my bed, and I'm 18, okay? And also at age 9 and 10, I still had some of my old toys, like a hobby horse and things. Yes, you need to learn music theory at age 10. If you want to be Beethoven by age 11, so we'll start off by getting the desk in. Now, a very, very common mistake when building custom desks, people build them the wrong height. And when I say people, I mean me. But the way to stop that is just to get a regular BLOXBURG desk out and use it for reference. And I've got to tell you, long desks are slightly superior. And then we obviously need to actually make this look like it's built in something and not just hovering like a Hogwarts.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
So I think having it go from ceiling to floor is going to be quite a nice idea. And I was originally planning to make this like out of wood or something, but I kind of like the plain white vibes actually. And it's really upsetting me, like the crown molding. I don't know why I just said upsetting, but you know what I mean? Like, I hate how you can see it through there. So I'm going to use cubbies to cover it up. I thought that was pretty genius, actually. And oh my gosh, this is what I love about BLOXBURG, guys, is you can genuinely just use it to create like your childhood dreams. Like you wanted a really cute bedroom like this when you were a kid. You can now have it in BLOXBURG, even though you're 18. And I've just covered up the bottom one so it looks a little bit more all put together. So now we can have several different aspects to this desk. We can have the homework area over here, I think, and then like the fun playing area over here. Oh gosh, yeah, a projector. Does that actually work as a TV? That is so cool. Okay, we can have a projector up there, pretend that's an Xbox, also a camera. Maybe this person wants to be a YouTuber. I actually had a YouTube channel, guys, when I was 10 years old, and I'm never gonna show the videos because they're just so embarrassing. But yeah, I literally had ones. It was like really funny, actually. I looked so cute and like different. Now, I wasn't really allowed to eat in my room much as a kid, but like if it was just a snack or something, I'd obviously be able to eat it upstairs. So I'm just gonna add some plates as if you've just finished off your snacks. And I feel like everyone in the UK has this light. Like literally everyone. If you're from the UK, comment down below if you had this light, even if it was just at one point in your life. So guys, I feel like we spent an age on that. Next up, let's do the garage. Now, the reason I'm doing the garage next is I'm actually scared about it. Like, I don't know what this is going to have to do with age. I'm thinking if it's a toddler, we could do a playroom. If it's a teenager, we could do like a garage band. Okay, perfect, 21. That is actually like a pretty good age to start a garage band, okay? Obviously, garages are not going to be as prim and proper as all the other rooms. If I look up soundproofed walls, Yeah, as you can see, they actually do look a bit like panels. Where are you, panels? It's here. And the best part is about this is we can make them all like mismatch so it all looks slightly different. Oh, baby. So in terms of a garage band, your obviously main thing that you're going to need in here is instruments. Duh. So we're going to have the drummer over here, the drummist. Wait, is it a drummer? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a drummer, not a drummist. Maybe the stage should go at the back actually makes the most sense because you've got to practice making sure you don't get a stage fright or anything. And I feel like I'm a person who would totally get a stage fright. And also, what would I speak about? Here is how to build a BLOXBURG house. Also on this back wall, I'm going to add a TV so you can like play a crowd or something in the background. That's kind of sad actually, like you couldn't get anyone to your concert. Also, I'm going to add some desks in here, although I'm not going to make these ones custom because we're just going to have one propped up against this wall here. And this is going to be to actually record your music, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so this is and you know something I've always wanted to be able to do, guys? I've always wanted to be able to read piano music. I thought that is like such a sick talent to have, isn't it? I think next of all, I want to do the hallway. Now, I have no preference for a hallway, but okay, it looks like we're going to be having a middle-aged hallway. So I'm heading straight to Google and I'm just going to look up aesthetic mid-century hallway. This is going to be sort of my inspiration. And that is because a 50-year-old is just basically like our mum or dad. Like your dad, my mum. Wait, that sounds weird. Do you know what I mean? Like our parents' ages. And so if I'm thinking about all of my friends' houses, obviously their parents have decorated it. And it's just basically how I decorate my everyday style BLOXBURG houses. Obviously, I'm not a 50-year-old, guys, but this is meant to be like based off real life, if you know what I mean. Like how a real life 50-year-old, a real life 100-year-old, not a BLOXBURG 100-year-old. I wonder, do you think a 100-year-old has ever played BLOXBURG? Surely not. And you may think it's strange to have a desk in the hallway. That's because it is. I ain't got no comeback for this. It is incredibly strange to just have this right here. Myself, we don't really have a study or anything in this house. And honestly, I was so obsessed with these Victorian rugs. I simply have to add another one. Now, you're about to watch me struggle to find the basic shape. And even down to the lighting, I want to look all in that fashion. And as usual, guys, my watch is telling me to stand up halfway through filming. So the next part of the video is going to sound like this. So the next room, guys, I think we should do this room. So what are we going to get? 0. Oh, are we going to get 16? Okay, we got a 0-year-old, guys. So I know in the intro I said 3-year-old would be a nursery, but technically a 0-year-old is more of a nursery than a 3-year-old. And then we're going to go for some very fancy wall trims. And what we're going to be doing is sort of that Instagram mum who has like the Instagram nursery. It's just all pastel. So it's not just the whites, it's the beiges. So what's a beige color in BLOXBURG? Like khaki? No, that's honestly too bad. Do we have a beige? You can actually search colors. We do. Hiding up in the corner, are we, beige? Over in this corner, we're going to be having a tea party. Not with these cheap pencil stools. Oh, no. With these big royal stools. Now, over here, I definitely want to do another custom storage area. So we can actually kind of copy the other one. Obviously, we don't want all that junk on it. Get off, I said! Now, to avoid it showing you the red and saying you can't move things, always start the first ones just off the bottom of the floor, and then you can start to, like, stack them off of each other. And because we still want to be those fancy Insta moms, we're gonna actually add some traditional molding. Sorry, glitch. I think on this side is quite a good opportunity to have our little storage cubbies. They just slot in so perfectly that literally wasn't even intentional. And oh my goodness, no, that is so good. It's so cute and like so organized so well. That sounds really vain, doesn't it? Like up my own bumhole, but I'm sorry. That is actually so organized. We're then gonna do the baby change, which obviously gotta have towels because you know, gotta wipe up the poo. I'm gonna add one of these contemporary chairs, get rid of the pillow, and doesn't that just look like an Insta mom instantly?
Mama's looking for recommendations on what I should do with my 23-month-old baby.
So we're doing some sort of, I don't know, like a mix between a plane and a horse riding and a kitchen cooking show. It's time to move on to the kitchen dining. Now, we can either have a really aesthetic modern kitchen. I feel like that would be the 16. We all know what a granny kitchen looks like. Oh, no. Oh, yes! I thought it was going to granny. Okay, so I'd say a lot of people who play Bloxburg are actually around 16. Don't get me wrong, a lot of you guys are probably like 8 as well and stuff. Like, there's a wide range. And some of you are probably even old, like 21. Like, I'm 18, for example. But basically, the point I'm trying to make here is a kitchen I feel like a 16-year-old would like is, I guess, just like a modern one, as I said. We could search up True Reese's and we could go to oldest. And let's just look at what type of kitchen I was building back then, because I was 16. Oh. Starting to wish I had not looked at that. What the hell was I doing? Anyway, swiftly moving on from that. We're making a modern kitchen, okay? And maybe we could have it like set up as a sweet 16th birthday. Like, do you know what I mean? I've said this once, I'll say it again. Why do the event chairs like look so sticky outy? It's actually really triggering. Like, learn to tuck chairs in Bloxburg. So I think I'm actually gonna try custom placing the chairs in first. Oh my gosh, it actually has! They all look really nice and tucked in now. Okay, that's quite a cool little build hack I just worked out there. And I remember when they added the update where you could color like the food and stuff. I actually like lost the plot. Oh, we could add a Stacy cup. Look, that is the trend. That's like the TikTok-y trend, isn't it? And then over here is going to be like our little midnight snack station. So we're going to have cereal, isn't it? But as a whole, this kitchen is actually kind of eaten up. This is actually a really nice layout for a house as well. So I think we'll do the last bedroom now. And then we'll just have the tiny little bathroom to do. Now, I'm not going to lie. I kind of want the 70-year-old, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. But for a bedroom, I feel like we've just done a nursery. No, we're gonna have to do another one. Yeah, okay, brilliant. So since you'd already seen me build a nursery, I basically just did this one with slightly different colors. Now, the final room is a 70-year-old's bathroom. That, again, a sentence I just didn't think I'd be saying anytime soon. So I do actually kind of know what an old granny bathroom looked like, because before my grandma moved out of her old house, she had a really granny bathroom. It was like, it had a red bathtub. Okay, guys, we've got to have our old granny, of course, an antique bathtub in the corner here, and I'm gonna make it red. And maybe they've spilled a coffee. Oh, that's actually making me really sad. To any grannies who live on their own, I'm so sorry. If you guys have a granny who lives on her own, then make sure you visit her plenty, okay? And with that, guys, what was just a few great empty rooms has now been completed with each room as a different age. Let's go look around. Howdy, chickens. If you are wondering, not that it's really relevant for this video, but the plot value's at $339,000. As we walk in, this is the 50-year-old's design. So to a first glancer, you wouldn't think anything's off. You would just think it's like just a regular house. They've obviously gone for a bit more of a bohemian theme. And as we step to the right, you still wouldn't think anything of it. You would just think, what a talented builder building this 10-year-old's room. No, obviously I'm joking. It's not that amazing, but this is one of my favorites, if I'm being honest. Like, I think it's got to be the custom desk that's really doing it for me. It starts to get a little suspicious when you go into this room. This is obviously what we just did, the granny bathroom. You are starting to feel a little bit more like a 70-year-old, which wouldn't be weird if there wasn't a nursery next door. Granted, an absolutely stunning nursery with my favorite toy up there, a platypus too. But yeah, the nursery is really good. It's the fact that there's another nursery right next door. As we make our way through, we have 3 more rooms. The 16-year-old's kitchen, which the kitchen isn't really a room that can be aged. So basically, I just built a really nice kitchen in here, but it is a sweet 16 birthday. And then through here is the 100-year-old room, which is actually one of my favorites. We did do it at the very, very beginning. And the final room is actually sort of hidden outside, and it is the garage band for the 21-year-olds. Let's play some dramatic music. I really do hope you guys enjoyed watching me build all of these rooms. Let me know any other challenges, and I'll see you all in the next one.